We're going to have a look at Luke with the driver from this side-on view. Now when we see it from the side-on view here, we see quite evidence the slight sway load off the golf ball, okay, and we can see how active the leg motion is even in the backswing, and how the weight has gone more towards the outstep of the right foot, and he's lost the stability in the right knee, and also how the golf swing has gone a little bit long. Then on the way through, we see how he drives off with the legs and the head goes backwards. He's actually got a lot of leverage coming into the golf ball right here, and with the head going backwards in the transition here now, we see how he explodes up on the feet, okay, and how very quickly he recocks this left wrist, and the right arm and the shaft form an L. Now what we'll do is, just from this exact side view, we'll put in Mahan, which we've got right in here. Okay, now what we're going to do is we'll see how evidenced the move of the extension is so different here with Mahan, in terms of the club coming through here and the rotation via the body, and we don't see this club recocking here. Instead we've seen this left wrist recock and the extension in the left arm and the shaft, as opposed to seeing the L form right in here with Luke. We instead see this kind of look from Mahan with the left wrist recupping right in here. Now this is a very different type of release to what Luke's doing, and you see that Mahan's moving forwards and around, whereas Luke is moving backwards and using the hands in order to square the face right here with that very active right hand turning down, whereas we see Mahan instead holding leverage and turning much more around, freewheeling it more to the finish, whereas we see Luke at the finish he'll be much more leaning back here, and then will restabilise himself. Now there's a lot of elements to his golf swing which are good, mainly in the first move, and the way that he able to sink his arms with his body. There's a lot of things that are very old school in his method, and it's also why we hear a lot of people commenting on Luke's swing about how great the rhythm looks and how stylish it looks, because it's quite a stylish old looking golf swing, as opposed to a modern swing that sometimes cannot be described as looking so rhythmical and beautiful, but perhaps more functional as opposed to looking pretty, whereas Luke's is a very pretty looking golf swing. In my opinion, I think if he actually changed a few things up here, he would actually get a lot more yardage. But it clearly works great for him, as he's now in the top 5 in the world, and I wish him all the best and hope that he actually gets even higher in the world rankings and becomes the first Englishman to win a major since Faldo. We'll wait to see whether that happens or not, and in the meantime we'll see whether his game continues to move forwards, and whether or not he struggles on the longer golf courses where he's going to have to hit a lot of longer irons, rescue clubs, and maybe even fairway woods in where some of the other guys can reach it with the mid irons. Thanks again for watching, and you can contact me at danwhitaker@btconnect.com, and thanks again for watching.